I am Kaat van Delm, a PhD researcher in health law focusing on big data. I work at the KU Leuven University in Belgium. What I want to discuss with you today is the reimbursement challenges for cross-border telemedicine in a European context. So big data is boosting telemedicine, and also this is boosting cross-border healthcare in the European Union because it's more virtually available. So what about the reimbursement options? Generally, in the European Union, there are two reimbursement options, a regulation and a directive. They are triggered by different means. So first, the regulation is triggered when a person crosses a border, free movement of persons. The directive is triggered by a good or a service crossing a border, so free movement of goods and services. Both the regulation and the directive have advantages and disadvantages, and as you feel, for telemedicine, the regulation is not available since no persons are crossing borders. This has various implications, and I will run you through three out of them. The first implication being that less mobile patients have less access to various reimbursement options. Under the regulation, which does not apply for at-home diagnostics or telemedicine in general, a patient can do forum shopping because the reimbursement rate of the member state of treatment applies. Under the directive, however, you are stuck with the reimbursement rate of your home member state. So this means that elderly people or severely ill people are disadvantaged regarding the reimbursement options which they have because they are stuck with the home member state rate. A second one is the less wealthy patients who are disadvantaged because under the regulation, a patient generally only needs to pay the co-payment of the treatment, while under the directive, a patient needs to pay for the full treatment up front. As the regulation is not available, a patient will almost always have to pay for the full treatment up front, which potentially is not possible for less wealthy patients who may also not be able to pay for traveling abroad for receiving the treatment under the regulation. So the third element is the manufacturers of the telemedicine solution. They may be less interested in the European market because the advantage of telemedicine is the scale advantage, and it coincides with the reimbursement opportunities, as there are less reimbursement opportunities for telemedicine currently in line with the European health legislation. There may be less of a scale advantage and therefore less interesting for the market to develop it that way. So one thing I would like people to know about this area is that cross-border telemedicine reimbursement options are more limited than the cross-border reimbursement options for in-person care, which is quite striking in my opinion. And my prediction for how this area will progress, well, at least at international level, telemedicine will boom anyway. So currently, there is no awareness, or there doesn't seem to be any awareness at the European level regarding the consequences of the discrepancy in how we approach in-person care and telemedicines and the reimbursement implications. So what I hope is that this paper will cause a debate, at least at member state level, regarding whether indeed this is how we want to approach telemedicine at the European level.